Everybody knows I have.
Hello.
That's Sherry.
Everybody knows.
Adjust as you will. Right. Okay, excuse me.
So you were saying?
Don't go too far, guys. We're gonna start in 2 minutes. All right. Got you right there.
Okay.
And
Let's see if it's the same one I have. Looks like it.
should be a couple of little things changed. Like the meat kamocha changed.
What does that mean?
So what we're gonna do the Debbie Friedman.
Maybe I'll look on this.
Yeah.
Something else.
Yeah. Or Nick will have it, or either way.
Is this mine?
Yes, that's yours. You can put wherever is good.
So let's see. This is it's the same basically, right?
Yes, it should be.
It's real hot.
Oh yeah. So this is.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, there's a couple of changes in there.
So which one's today? Is this one?
This is today. Yep. Yeah. October. Yep.
And where's this come in?
That is going to be right here, and we are going to do this one in E minor, which I think is whatever it is. But just whatever you want to play, go for it. And yeah.
So besides that,
Yeah,
that's
well,
right.
it should be like a party.
Yeah,
I
follow
look
us.
at
I have to put that over here.
Just different ones.
Then I put it over here.
Yeah, we should. But we can figure out. Either I can or you can. I thought you meant for the holidays. Okay. Perfect. That's good. Thank you.
Next time.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
This is a different Makadadi. Yeah. Which one is it? The Malachta? This one. So I put this one here.
We're doing Shabbat.
This one.
Little Shabbat.
The world is nice. Did you get to be with Sam?
Sam.
Okay.
Yeah.
She may need you for healing. Get her
So we're going to do Esai and I in E, right? Yes. That's a mark number.
yes, I transpose that one.
Yeah, right. Excuse me. All right. Sorry you guys are stuck with me tonight.
Sing sweet.
That I can do. Well, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Glad to have you here. Those of you watching online, glad to see you. This is the Shabbat where we can take a deep breath. And we've been running kind of solid since the beginning of the holiday season. This is the first Shabbat where hopefully, God willing, we can take a breath, find a little bit of healing and singing together. We're just saying, Esa Einai Al Harim, I lift my eyes to the mountains, and I ask, where does my help come from? We're playing this in E. We'll see how this goes. Okay, here we go. Let's join together. Esa Einai. Esa Einai El Harim. Esa Einai El Harim. Me'ayin yavo Esri. Me'ayin yavo keep singing Hodu Ladonai Ki Tov, Ki Leolam Chasdo. Even in dark times, we give thanks to God for all the goodness that is in our lives. Sherry, you want to play the pretty? Hodu Ladonai. We want to welcome you to TBS on this Erev Shabbat. And the Torah portion is Noah this week. This is the second Torah portion. And we know that this Torah portion starts with a giant flood. That God floods the earth. God is dissatisfied with the state of humanity and floods the earth to kind of do a hard reset, if you will. And I think a lot of us are feeling still like we are within a flood at the moment. I don't know what day of the 40 days we might be feeling like we're in right now. Maybe somewhere in the teens, I'm not sure. But the hopeful idea that we can bring out of the Noah story is that the flood does end. And land is found. And there is the covenantal relationship that is fixed at the end of the story. So God willing, we too will find land. We want to acknowledge that we are certainly all in this ark together. Sometimes we're stepping on one another and not knowing how to talk to each other because we are I'm going to carry this metaphor, we're in a very nuanced and complex ark together. But hopefully what we can do is appreciate each other's humanity at its core, because that's what's most important. And we can celebrate the good news where we find it. Hopefully you saw just before you got here that 2 of the American hostages were freed this afternoon, 2 women from the Chicago area. And we are very grateful for that, and we'll celebrate any kind of good news that we can get. I thought we'd start our service with a poem written by a rabbi named Paul Kipnis, and it's his poem that he wrote for this occasion is Prayer for a Flood of Emotions During Fearful Times. I'm just going to read a little bit of it so we can enjoy his words and hopefully reflect on them. Holy One of Blessing, he writes, who once blessed our ancestors, shine for us a light forward to illumine the unknown ahead. Grant us resilience like those who came before us, and hope amidst the worry, and promise amidst the fear. Guide us like you guided Noah and Naamah, partners who planned quickly for unanticipated days, building an ark, gathering the animals, and collecting the seeds to seed a future unknown. Help us to hear that in spite of our fear, we must come together, anticipating unsettling weather so that our small arks will float above the rising waters and through the raging storms yet to come. And please hold our children like you held Isaac the assaulted, who struggled to find meaning after his life was torn apart. Don't let this childhood trauma close up their hearts. Rather, grant us the smarts and a love deep like Rebecca's to get them through this era by teaching them a lesson that by loving each other and by sharing our hearts, we can overcome even the most debilitating worry, anxiety, and fear. Source of our wonder and life, please guide us with chesed, with compassion, so that with planning and love and laughter and hope, we will find a way to cope and find a way through. We're going to turn to the most aspirational of our prayers, Olam Chesed Yibaneh, that future tense, I will build this world from love. It is an idea that, God willing, we can make actually happen within our lifetimes, even though it may feel far away at this moment. So we're going to play it. I'm in E minor. I don't know if that's right or not. Okay, we'll find out. Sing along. Olam Chesed Yibaneh. Any volunteers to light the Shabbat candles tonight? You got your option of matches or a lighter, whichever you prefer, and they're the nice wooden matches. Any takers? Any takers? Oh yes, all right, okay. Millers are gonna do it up. Thank you, guys. All right, we'll all do the blessing together. All you have to do is do the actual lighting. So yes, thanks. Hi guys. Oh, sorry about that. That's all right. You can leave them. We'll get them afterward. I mean, it's unlikely. That is fair. Beautiful. There it goes. Let's join all to the blessing together.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו, וציוונו להדליק נר, של Shabbat.
Amen. Thank you guys very much. We're going to turn in just a moment to sing this pretty and shorter version of Lachado D. And I'm going to invite everyone, when we get to there's a Shabbat Shalom part kind of in the middle. I'm going to invite everyone, if you'd like during that part, to just take a moment and take a deep breath and see if we can let go of a little bit, at least, just a little bit of that tension that has accumulated upon our shoulders. Let's see if we can actually make the lights reflect this. We'll see if this works or not, maybe not. Okay, there it goes. Okay, all right. And then we can kind of reflect on the lights of the Shabbat candles. And if you know this, sing along. If not, you'll learn it quickly. For some silence, a little bit of prayer. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom u'mevorach. Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. If we take a deep breath, if you are able, we will invite you to please rise, and we'll turn to the Baruch Hu. Can you standing for Shema. Sing our prayer for Thanksgiving and the joyfulness that miracles can still happen around us. Mi chamocha. Mi chamocha with a capo that works. Here we go. move from our prayer of joyousness to our prayer asking God for protection, for God to spread over us a shelter of God's peace. And I feel like that is something that we need more now than ever. I know a lot of folks have been using this prayer as the bedrock of their prayers during this last 2 weeks, and certainly it continues this evening. Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom L'shalom Hamideinu Shomreinu L'chaim.
Let's sing together. Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom Hamideinu Shomreinu L'chaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom Hamideinu Shomreinu L'chaim. Save us for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom Hamideinu Hashemayim v'et haaretz Shamru v'nei
Shabbat Vayina
We're going to invite, if you are able, to please rise. And you may recognize this melody from earlier in the service for Adonai Sifatai. And if so, please sing along. And if not, well, where were you? Ya-la-la-la-la, 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 ya-la-la-la-la,
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzhak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah El HaGadol Hikibor v'Hanara El Elyon Gomer Chasadim Tovim V'Konei Hakol V'Zocher Asdei Avot V'Imahot U'Mevi Geula Livnei V'neihem L'ma'an Shemo B'Ahava Melech Ozer Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'lam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Rav Lehoshia Mechakel Hayim B'Chesed Mechayeh HaKol Berachamim Rabim Zomek Noflim Verofei Holim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Ba'al Givurot Umidom Melach Melech Memid Umechayeh Umatzmiach Yeshua Ne'emanata L'chayot HaKol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Atah Kadosh V'Shimcha Kadosh K'nushim B'chol Yom Halul HaSelah Baruch atah Adonai Ha'el HaKadosh.
Amen. You may be seated if you'd like, and you can finish with some silent prayers, either with the words in your Siddur or whatever words may be in your heart. Shalom
Rava Yisrael Amcha Kasiyim Le'olam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Kasiyim Le'olam.
V'tov v'necha levarech et amcha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך.
Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Kasiyim Le'olam. Shalom Rava Yisrael Amcha Kasiyim Le'olam. Kasiyim Le'olam. Kasiyim
We're turning now to the Misha Berach Lecholim, our prayer for those who are in need of healing. As we mentioned at the beginning of the service, I know there are so many folks who are in need of healing, and we take them into our hearts, all of those who are still in harm's way in Israel, the hostages that remain in Gaza, anyone who is, any innocent person who has been hurt or killed during these last 2 weeks. We think of their families, and we send these healing prayers to them as well. At this Shabbat, we are thinking of healing for Lori Barr, Sarah Bates, Margie Block, John Brada, Neil Karen, Bruce Cohn, Mia Cooley, Ella Dubrow, Michael Ellard, Hilda Glazer, Carolyn Goldmark, Beth Jasalowitz, Dan Lang, Bruce Meislish, Minna Melton, Phyllis Miles, Lisa Pena, Ian Phillips, Rashi Pristowski, Stanley Radin, Jessica Rathkoff, Pam Shear, Ralph Sauer, Ozzy Zimmer, and Shelley Zimmerman. I ask, are there other names of folks who we are thinking of for healing this evening?
Nancy and Desia Rosenboim, Laura Siegel.
Meredith Mainzer.
And I have about one too many things happening up here to be looking at the online streaming. So if you have a name there, know that we are holding that name in prayer just with all the ones that we mentioned aloud as well. We're going to continue in singing Misha Berach. We'll say, Baruch Ata Adonai Rofecha Cholim. Blessed are you, God, who sends strength and healing and comfort when we most need it. Let's join together in singing.
May the source of strength
We're going to turn to our smachot, to our celebration of the good things that are in life, all of the positive things. As mentioned in the intro to the service this evening, we are particularly grateful for the return of Judith and Natalie Ra'anan, two of the hostages who are safely in Israel right now, and God willing will be safely on their way back home soon. Thank God for that. I'm asking if we have any other, it doesn't have to be that dramatic. Anybody else have a simcha that they'd like to share? Okay, Luca. Will this work? Yeah.
We have finally sent out the save the dates for our wedding.
That is definitely smachot worthy. Anybody else? Yeah, that's all right.
I have a cousin who has just returned home from Tel Aviv, and family and friends that were up in Ramat David, which is up north in Israel, that have left their homes, but safely landed in Pittsburgh with family. So.
I spoke this week a few times to my sister-in-law who lives in Modi'in, Israel, and their family and their son's family who are in Yerushalayim are okay. And that was good news.
My grandfather had a successful surgery this week.
Terrific. That is wonderful. Anybody else? Yes, Karen in the back.
I went to visit my son in San Francisco, and he lives on the second floor. Walk up, 28 steps up, 28 steps down, and then I survived his sports car that you have to climb down into, and then climb up, and I did this at least twice a day. And then I went to visit the Alberts in Arizona, and it was 104.
Testing your physical strength there, but yeah, well, glad you're back safely. Glad to give you 50 degrees and rain here. Anybody else have a simcha?
I'm grateful for my sister and her family's safety. They live in Zichron Yaakov and other places in Israel. They're safe.
We will be celebrating our 27th wedding anniversary on Thursday.
Anniversary. Yay, 27 years later. Terrific. Anybody else? I see we have one of our top fans here. That's Andy in person. That's exciting. That's great. Oh, yes, Gail.
So this Sunday for our Weinberg Cousin Zoom, Joel and Tova Weinberg, who live in Israel, are going to be our guest speakers. And thank God they're fine. And their 30-plus grandchildren are all fine who live in Israel.
Wow, that's amazing.
They're Orthodox. Okay.
Right. Well, for all those wonderful smachot, if you name some online, we can feel those cosmically as well. And for all the goodness that remains in our world that it's so important for us to acknowledge, we join together in singing Shehechianu. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu b'zman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu b'zman hazeh. invite you, if you are able, to please rise for Alenu on page 282 or up here on the screen.
Alenu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, l'tekedu l'yotzeh bereshit, shelo asanu kuryeh ha'aratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kachem, v'alenu kachol hamonam, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
We turn to our Kaddish prayer, and we are thinking of everyone, the almost 1,400 Israelis, the innocents who have been killed, who are just living their lives and happen to be in a rough place. The survivors of the terror attack, we send them our prayers, and we think of those who we lost on Saturday, October 7th. We're remembering this Shabbat of Charlotte Friedman, Imperial Stewart, Lynn Schmidt, Lynn Stamen, who have recently been taken from our midst. And we remember those who died of this season in years past. We're remembering Sybil Ankerman, Dawn Booker, Leonard Goldman, Hortense Marks Green, Diane Greenberg, Alberta Harbor, Robert Jacobson, Susan Janis, Emma Jenny, Susan Jones, Dr. Carl Benjamin Claudel, Jim Lusignolo, Richard Meltzer, Leon Mendel, Doris Miles, Laura Miller, Otto F. Neubauer, Bernard Phillips, Claire Pravda, Gertrude Rocker, Gary Rothschild, Bob Schulte, Morris Silver, James Telford, Joseph Turner, and Yolanda Washer. Are there other names of folks who we are remembering on this Shabbat? On their behalf and on behalf of all of those who remain unnamed but who are in our hearts, those who have no one left to say Kaddish for them, we turn as one community to our Kaddish prayer on page 294 or up here on the screen. Yikadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, Bagala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudasham barichu. Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran be'alma v'imru. Yehesh lama Rabba min Shemaya, v'chaim alenu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, alenu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru. May God help us to find peace, wholeness, and holiness as we move forward in life together. And together we say, amen. You may be seated. And any announcements? Becca, anything that you can see? Josh, all right. Proud board member is going to come on up and give us some announcements. You come on up here so the people at home can hear you at least.
Hi, everyone. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Few programs upcoming we invite you to. The Tat Shabbat has been rescheduled for Saturday, October 28th at 4 p.m. We'll have a short, joyful Saturday afternoon, Havdalah, service for families with young children, followed by crafts with Susie Blank, who's known me since I was 2 years old, I think. Our next lunch brunch is Thursday, October 26th at 12 p.m. Join us as we watch Bill Foley, Civil War reenactor and storyteller, bring history to life. Lunch begins at noon, costs $12 per person, and speaker will follow the lunch. October 27th, our fourth Friday dinner takes place. Join fellow TBS friends for dinner after services at Chai Thai in Gehenna. TBS will make the reservation, just RSVP to let us know if you'd like to join. Lastly, Sunday, November 5th, we're hosting our first ever Judaica swap. Please join us if you have extra Judaica around the house, or if you're looking to add a new piece to the collection. We'll have the social hall open from 10 to 11 in the morning to lay out your giveaways and see if you find a thing or two you'd like to bring home. For all these programs or more, you can register online at Shul Cloud. Thank you. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Josh Zeidman really doing it up there beautifully.
Rabbi, may I?
Yes. Steve.
I would hope that it's not too early. It's only 3 weeks away. It's Veterans Day Shabbat here at Temple Beth Shalom, and it's a wonderful, wonderful Shabbat celebration. Please mark your calendars for November the 10th.
November the 10th, 6 p.m.
And on that same note, so here we are feeling frustrated with everything going on. You know, how can I help? What can I do? Well, one thing that you can do, this Tuesday for this Veterans Day Shabbat, we are starting our first practice for the Sharonim Choir for this Veterans Day Shabbat. And it's, if you would like to add your voice to it, we would love to have you. Please see me or show up at 7:15 on Tuesday. But it is a wonderful way to add your light, add your voice, to show appreciation to our American and Israeli veterans. So this Tuesday, 7:15.
That sounds lovely. Anybody else have any announcements that we forgot? All right. We're going to do a quick Kaddish and Motzi, and then our closing song is going to be Am Yisrael Chai, because we need it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'ahava uvratzon inhilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom tehila lemikra'e kodesh, zecher litziat Mitzrayim, kivanu v'charta v'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha v'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. L'chaim. I'm going to give this to Alice to be in charge of challah while I go get a guitar. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Let's join together in singing in A minor, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael. 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 Od Avinu Chai. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Alice. I didn't know you were going to pass it all the way around. You're amazing. Let me go turn off that streaming.